Okay, so let's begin by finding our breath. Good place to feel the breath is the tip of the nostrils. Just notice that cool air coming in, the warm air flowing out. As you begin to observe the breath, you may feel it slowing down. You may begin to notice spaces between the breaths. And you may begin to notice the breath in other parts of the whole center of the body. You may notice the breath in the abdomen. You may feel the abdomen rising and falling. You may feel the chest rising and falling. You may find as you continue observing that you're able to pause between the breaths, perhaps between the inhalation and the exhalation, or between the exhalation and the inhalation. You may be able to appreciate a deep rest in that space. And from this quiet place, we're going to give ourselves permission to remain in this quiet place for this 30-minute session, really focusing on our breath, focusing consciously on the breath. The breath is usually something that we are performing unconsciously, and we're going to devote this time here to bring our conscious awareness to this breath. And it's normal during this process that the mind is going to want to put the breath back on automatic pilot and wander off. And every time this happens, we can just bring the mind back to the breath. Just gently guide the mind back to the breath. There's no reason to feel harsh with yourself about your mind wandering or frustrated. Just know that that's a normal thing. It happens to everybody. It's a normal part of the process. And all we need to do is observe that it's happened and bring the mind back to the breath. And this is a perfect time right now if you have any particular prayers, mantras, personal affirmations, anything that you'd like to say to yourself right now to inspire you with this practice here. It may just be a line of poetry, a particular word that feels inspiring today, a quote from somewhere. Or you may not have anything in particular coming to mind, and that's fine too. I would just encourage everyone, with or without a particular message, to take a moment here to focus your personal intention. And I'd like to express my gratitude to my teachers and my deep appreciation for all of their efforts. Okay, so let's move on today with a few rounds of the alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to take the right hand, we're going to use the thumb, the ring and pinky fingers. We're going to bring these two fingers down to the palm. We're going to cover the right hand with the thumb and exhale. We're going to cover the right nostril with the thumb and exhale through the left nostril. Envision the exhalation beginning between the point between the eyebrows and coming down the left nostril. Pausing. Inhale back through the left nostril to the point between the eyebrows. Pause, allow that air to circulate in the brain, circulate in the body, nourish the body. And now from that point between the eyebrows, exhale out the right side, releasing all the waste products that need to go. Resting here. Inhale back through the right side to the point between the eyebrows. Cover the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale through the left side. Inhale back through the left side to the point between the eyebrows. Cover the left nostril with the two fingers. Exhale through the right side. And continue this process at your own pace with your own pauses between the breaths. And stop the practice. And just sit for a moment. And now we're going to do a slightly different version of this practice. Instead of using the nostrils, we're going to breathe up and down the spine. So we're going to visualize the point between the eyebrows and feel the exhalation traveling from the point between the eyebrows down through the left side of the skull to the space at the base of the skull, all down the left side of the spine, all the way down the neck, all the way through the left side of the back to the base of the spine. And then the inhalation will come back up from the base of the spine to the point between the eyebrows, exhaling down the right side and up the right side. So let's try this visualization. Bring your awareness to the point between the eyebrows. And on the next exhalation, envision the air coming down the right side of the head to the base of the skull at the right, envision the air coming down the left side of the head to the base of the skull and down the left side of the spine in the neck, the upper back, the mid back, the low back, all the way down to this left side of the sacrum. Pause. Come back up the left side of the sacrum, all the way up to the left side of the spine, all the way up to the base of the neck, up the left side of the head to the point between the eyebrows. Pause. And allow the air now to come down the right side of the skull to the base of the neck, coming down the right side of the spine in the neck, all the way down the right side of the spine to the base of the spine. Pause. Coming back all the way up the right side of the spine, through the right side of the neck, the right side of the skull, all the way to the point between the eyebrows. Pause. Exhaling from the point between the eyebrows through the left side of the skull, left side of the spine and the neck, left side of the spine, the upper back, mid back, low back, all the way down to the sacrum. And now everyone continue this visualization at your own pace. Just experiment with it. Don't be anxious about it. If you lose the visualization for a moment, that's fine. Just come back to attempting to work with this visualization of the breath along the spine. As you continue this practice, you may be able to extend the pauses between the breaths. And it's fine to remain in that restful pause as long as it's restful. Please allow your body to resume the breath as soon as the body prompts you. So no forceful holding of the breath. And stop the practice. Just sit for a moment. Now we'll go for a few rounds of the cobra breath. So we're going to inhale through the nostrils, leaning back, open up the throat. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. Inhale, leaning back through the nose. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. Inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. And one more time, inhale through the nose, leaning back. Hold the breath, chin to the chest. Come back up, sniffing some air through the nose. Exhale through the teeth. And relax. Take a few moments just to be without performing any practice, appreciating the stillness around us. And now we're going to go for some sectional breathing. We're going to breathe in sections. So let's remind ourselves where the three basic sections of the breath are. One is the abdomen. So you can place your hand on your abdomen and just feel the breath in the abdomen for a few moments, rising and falling. Next place we feel the breath is in the chest. Just feel the breath in the chest for a few moments. And the top section is the breath in the clavicle area. So you can put your fingertips on your clavicle bones and feel the rise and the fall of the breath here. Okay, and now we're going to bring all these three parts together. We're going to have a mudra, adopt a mudra with the thumb gently on the palm, fingers closed over. Make sure this is soft. We're going to place the hands here. Make sure you relax your elbows. And we're going to begin the three-part breath by inhaling, expanding the abdomen, expanding the chest, raise up the clavicle bones. Pause, allowing that air to circulate through the whole body, nourishing the body. And when you're prompted to exhale, drop the clavicle bones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen, releasing everything that needs to go. Inhale, expand the abdomen, expand the chest to raise up the clavicle bones. Exhale, drop the clavicle bones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen. Inhale, expand the abdomen, expand the chest, raise up the clavicle bones. Exhale, drop the clavicle bones, contract the chest, contract the abdomen. And continue here at your own pace. And as you continue this practice, explore the pauses between the breaths. for resting between breaths and resuming as soon as your body prompts you. And at the end of this next round, stop the practice. We'll just sit for a few moments, experiencing stillness. Thank you so much for joining me.